back to my channel at Simply Paula Jean, and today we are cooking in the kitchen with Simply Paula Jean. And with the holidays coming up, I decided to make a pie for dessert for Thanksgiving. So this is, I know some people really are into, you're either into pumpkin or you're not. So we've always loved pumpkin pie. This one's a little different. It's kind of a Vermont pumpkin pie, so it is called maple pumpkin pie. So it's just like a pumpkin pie that we make, and we add some, of course, real maple syrup. So I'm going to share all that with you today. And if you notice, today I'm going solo. Either my husband or my kids are usually here with me, but today they happen to be either at work or at school, so I am going this alone. So anyways, so stick with me, and I'm going to share this yummy dessert that you can make for Thanksgiving, for the holidays, or even for Christmas. So I will see you in a bit. And we're back, and so I'm going to share with you, give you a little rundown of all the ingredients that I choose to put in. And we have 1.5 cups of fresh or canned pumpkin puree. Today I'm a little lazy, so you can make your own fresh, or today I have Libby's pumpkin puree. And so then there's 1/2 cup of the maple syrup. And today I am using the pure Vermont maple syrup from Brookfield Sugar Makers, which is near me here in Vermont. And then that's 1/2 cup. And then 1.5 cups of milk, and I use soy milk. That one has a little vanilla taste to it for a little flavor. And then there's 2 eggs, lightly beaten. And these are some fresh eggs. We've beaten those up, and they're nice and golden. Then there's 2 tablespoons of the all-purpose flour, which is in my homemade canister that my husband makes. He's a woodworker. Well, he does that on the side. And then there's 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And then there is 1/4 teaspoon of the nutmeg, and 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, and then 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And so then also there is here, so again, I didn't have as much time today, so either you can make your own homemade pie crust, or you can buy the pre-made. And today I'm using the Keebler pre-made, and this is the shortbread pie crust. And so I'll fill it right into that and mix it all up. And that is, it's best if it's chilled. Mine was, but it's more room temperature now. But anyway, the pumpkin smells really, really good, and I love that maple syrup. So anyways, that is the ingredients that I'm going to use for this, and we will next mix it all up and then pop it in the oven. Okay, for the next step, I have preheated my oven to 425. I've added the canned Libby's pumpkin puree, and I've added the pure Vermont maple syrup. And so next we will be adding in 1.5 cups of the milk. Yum, yum, yum. And then we're going to add in the 2 eggs. That's very good. And then we are going to mix that up until it's nice and smooth. Now, something I've discovered is when you buy canned pumpkin puree and it's not fresh, the pumpkin pies tend to come out a little more smooth than if you have the homemade puree pumpkin. So if you don't want it to be a little bit lumpy, and you're making the fresh pumpkin, instead of a canned. And if you like to be more smooth, a smooth look or texture, then you can just put it into a mixer to smooth it up. Okay, so this is pretty well stirred up. And so next we're going to add in all the dry ingredients and then mix it up. Yum. Okay, so I have added my 2 tablespoons of the flour. And next we are going to add in these are the dry ingredients that are going to go in next. So I have a teaspoon of cinnamon. It's going to go in, and we love cinnamon, so nice full thing of cinnamon there. And then we are going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. We also love nutmeg as well, so we're putting in a full thing of that. Then we're going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, just a little bit of ginger for a little extra flavor. And then we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon or 1/2 teaspoon of the salt, and I have sea salt. Mix that right in. And then I have my music going. You can hear it now. It's my Little Women soundtrack. Mix that right up, and we'll mix all those ingredients, and then after we just pour this right into the pie shell. And I have, like I mentioned, I have my shortbread Keebler pie shell, and then that is going to bake for about 40-45 minutes. You can check it until you know it's firm, and or you insert the knife in the center, and if it comes out clean, just kind of the normal, and then it'll cool on the rack and be ready to enjoy. It's so delish. It smells wonderful in here already. Okay, that looks good. We'll be back. Okay, and there it is, looking all pretty. I sprinkled a little more extra nutmeg and cinnamon on top. And I'm going to just pop that right into the 425 oven for like 40 to 45 minutes. And then we should be ready to enjoy. Yum, it looks so delish. And our maple pumpkin pie is ready. It smells so good in my home right now. I wish you could be here. So it took about almost 45 minutes. I really wanted it to firm up on the inside. It got a little bit darker on top, but I think it's going to be perfect. So, and actually, it's already dark. This time in Vermont, this time of year, it's basically 4:30 and it's already dark. So it's a little dark in the kitchen. So next we are going to sample. Yum. Hi everyone, and now the best part, eating. So let's see what this tastes like. It's still hot. I love it when it's hot. Very good. So this is maple pumpkin pie. One more bite. Little eggnog. And I'm feeling festive. Thanks for joining me today at Simply Paula Jean, and we will see you next time. Bye.